I want to welcome all of you magnificent beings of light gathered in this room, and all of you magnificent beings of light gathered from around the world joining us in consciousness. I know that there are many of you that had contacted us and said you would love to be here in the physical, but it seems as though your heart call or your life circumstances were preventing you from being here. The company of heaven wants you to know that there are no accidents. We are each and every one in our right and perfect place. And wherever you are on the face of this sweet earth is exactly where your magnificent light is needed to fulfill this facet of the unfolding divine plan. The World Congress on Illumination is an unusual activity of light. We began it under the direction of the Company of Heaven in 1987 in Honolulu, Hawaii, during the first harmonic convergence, August 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th in 1987. At the conclusion of the victory of that momentous moment for life on this planet, the beings of light asked if we would orchestrate this global activity of light annually and send forth the heart call to the company of heaven from throughout the cosmos to join with us in collaboration. And what the World Congress is that throughout the entire year, our Father, Mother, God, and the company of heaven gather every electron of precious life energy that is qualified with the frequencies of divine love into a magnificent bouquet to offer Mother Earth. This includes every mother's love for her baby, every time we admire a beautiful sunrise, our expression of nature, preparing a beautiful, healthy meal for our family, loving each other, loving ourselves, loving God and the universe and Mother Earth. Every expression of love throughout the entire year is gathered into a magnificent bouquet of light. Then our Father, Mother, God, in collaboration with the I Am presence of every son and daughter of God embodied on earth and the entire company of heaven, determine what is the greatest need of the hour to assist humanity at this cosmic moment. And perpetually, those divine missions are always in the process of reversing the adverse effects from our fall from grace so that we can restore this planet to her original divine intent, which is the full manifestation of heaven on earth. In this cosmic moment, our divine mission is activating the latent abilities within our 12 fifth dimensional crystalline solar strands of DNA. And very briefly, what has brought us to this point is in the beginning, when we first embodied on this blessed planet, our Father God sent forth his ray of sapphire blue light and activated our left brain hemisphere, our rational, logical mind, the power center of our throat, and anchored that frequency of the divine masculine within our heart flame. Our Mother God sent forth her crystalline pink light of pure divine love, activating our creative right brain hemisphere, the love nature within our heart, and anchored that plume of pink light in our heart flame. Those two magnificent flames, the perfect balance of our Father, Mother, God, merged into a magnificent violet flame of God's infinite perfection. This violet flame then ascended into our spiritual brain centers, our pituitary, pineal, and hypothalamus glands, and the ganglionic center at the base of our brain, and opened our crown chakra of enlightenment to full breadth. Once that occurred, our Father, Mother God breathed forth the yellow gold flame of enlightenment, known in the outer world as Christ consciousness, and manifesting in the physical as the unification of unity consciousness and the oneness of all life, representing the sons and daughters of God. This threefold flame is what is expressed in the outer world as the Holy Trinity, representing the masculine polarity of our Father God, the feminine polarity of our Mother God, and the yellow gold polarity and enlightenment of the sons and daughters of God. What caused the fall of humanity is that there was a point in time when we erroneously made the free will choice to begin utilizing our creative faculties of thought and feeling in ways that were not based in love. And for the first time, we began experiencing the distorted mutation of our thoughts and feelings as they reflected on the elemental kingdom. And for the first time, began experiencing pain and distortion of all kinds. When that occurred, we thought that we could eliminate that pain, knowing that our heart is the feeling nature, if we would close our heart chakra. That fateful decision caused our Mother God to have to withdraw, and she was able to project at that time barely enough of the love nature of our Mother God through our right brain hemisphere to sustain brain consciousness. This caused our spiritual brain center to atrophy and our crown chakra to close, and we lost Christ consciousness and the awareness of the divine feminine. So we developed this fragmented and fear-based aspect of our personality that we refer to as our human ego. And our human ego began expressing the love nature of our Father, Mother God in ways that were not balanced. And we were using the power of our Father God for the first time without being balanced with the love nature of our Mother God. And we distorted our consciousness into believing this patriarchal masculine consciousness. And we started feeling that as sons and daughters of God, we had a single parent, and that parent was our Father God. And we began looking in the outer world and creating this distortion not based in love. Well, we know, of course, no son or daughter of God is ever conceived or born without the balance of the father and the mother. So since that cosmic moment and that horrific manifestation of humanity's gross mutations of our precious gift of life, we have been working to reverse the adverse effects of our fall from grace. And one of those effects was that in the beginning, we had 12 strands of DNA that worked as a very elaborate fiber optic communication system and allowed us to connect very specifically with our Christ self and with the higher aspect of that level of consciousness, our I am presence and the company of heaven. So when we lost that ability, our 12 strands of DNA short-circuited into the distorted DNA of the double helix that our science is now working with. Since we completed the process of moving through harmonic convergence and the shift of the ages, we have been working perpetually to restore our DNA. And in 2019, we reached a frequency of vibration on this planet after myriad of activities of light by every light worker on the planet. And the beings of light assure us continually that the number of embodied souls on this planet genuinely working with the light is legion. And because of the incredible influx of light and transformations that have taken place since harmonic convergence, In 2019, we were able to raise the 12 strands of our DNA into the fifth dimensional crystalline solar strands of DNA. That occurred at the World Congress in 2019. Then when we birthed this new decade, 2020, because of the activation of this new frequency of our DNA, the Company of Heaven said in the next 10 years, we will be able to change the course of history from 2020 to 2030. And they said because of the shift of consciousness and the initial impulse of the return of the divine feminine and our Mother God, we were finally in a place to be able to collaborate with the Company of Heaven in ways that had never been attempted in any system of worlds. And the beings of light told us at that time that because of our frequency, we are closer to the fifth dimension and we would be able to move forward in the light. They said we would go through unusual things that we had not ever experienced on this planet, but it would create a quantum shift of consciousness. Within weeks, we began experiencing the outworld expression of COVID. And without the consciousness of the masses of what was occurring, we didn't realize that this was being created as a planetary pause for humanity to allow our I Am presence to integrate. But the response of that outer world activity is that billions of souls around the world opened their hearts to their fellow human beings and began invoking the light of God and healing on this planet. This created a chalice of light, a collective cup of humanity's consciousness that allowed us to make shifts within our earthly bodies through the divine alchemy of transforming our carbon-based planetary cells into fifth dimensional crystalline solar light cells. And as we moved through those initial stages in 2020 of COVID, regardless of what was happening in the outer world, the negativity being pushed to the surface, all of the confusion, the fear, the conspiracy theory, none of that was affecting this collective consciousness of love and compassion and healing that was being generated by the 8 billion souls on this planet. And as that occurred, that healing occurred, our I Am presence was able to transmute what the beings of light referred to as the enslavement codes within our DNA. These were a gross mutation of our fall from grace. And these enslavement codes contain the patterns of aging and disease and mental illness and deformities and malfunction and all the maladies of our earthly bodies that were never part of our original divine plan. These enslavement codes were transmuted into divinity codes. Our I Am presence was then able to transmute into light our karmic body template that was also a gross mutation, so that as we came into embodiment, we just accepted that it is normal for us to age or for us to have diseases or maladies or malfunctions of our body, which was never the divine plan. So once the karmic body template was transformed into our divine body template, the template of our fifth dimensional crystalline solar light bodies, as we progressed through 2020 and reached the monumental shift of the Lion's Gate, which takes place on August 8th, 8/8 every year. Through the opening of that portal and the first lion, as we pass through that alignment between the star Sirius, our sun, and the constellation of Leo, The one sun represents yesterday. The one lion represents yesterday. The new other lion represents tomorrow. And as we pass through that lion's gate, we let go of all of the manipulation and control of the past, or any manipulation or control that we fear from the future. And in the eternal moment of now, we move forward into our divine potential. And when that occurred in 2020, our I am presence was able to integrate into our earthly bodies. Instead of radiating from the fifth dimension and just projecting light through the step-down frequencies of our Christ presence and our earthly bodies, we've raised our physical vibration so that our I am presence was able to begin the integration into our earthly bodies. At the World Congress that followed that magnificent quantum shift into the light for the masses of humanity, every man, woman, and child on the planet, we were in a position that allowed our I am presence to activate our fifth dimensional crystalline solar strands of DNA. This is the frequency of light that we will be abiding in when we complete this divine alchemy and this transfiguration, and we move into the fifth dimension. So what happened since 2020, myriad activities of light. One of them was that we moved through the conjunction that took place on the solstice on 2020. Our Father, Mother, God were able to raise the frequency of the prana and our life force so that our holy breath was vibrating at a higher frequency than we have ever experienced. Our breath is our direct connection to Source. God needs a body in order for the light of God to manifest in the physical plane. It must be breathed into the divinity of the heart flame of humanity and then breathed into the physical plane. And through this process that was taking place as our holy breath was raised up into higher and higher frequencies, and we started receiving higher patterns of breath and prana, we started being able to raise the vibration of our body, reflecting it on raising the elemental kingdom and raising the body of Mother Earth as well. Last year, at the first Physical World Congress we had in Santa Fe, New Mexico, the first Physical World Congress since the beginning of COVID, the activity of light was able to bring the holy breath of our Father, Mother, God through every breathing human being with the divine balance of the masculine and feminine polarities of God. We take our first breath at birth, and as we leave the physical plane, we release our last breath. And it is the holy breath of God that holds this earth in her frequencies. Now that we are breathing a higher frequency of prana and life force, and a higher frequency of the full momentum of divine love and divine intelligence, our Father, Mother, God are raising the frequency, that built-in momentum. And because of the incredible activities of light that this shift in the breath had allowed every person on this planet to experience during the eclipse series that was brought to fruition on May 5th, the full moon on May 5th of the Wesak festival. Our Father, Mother, God said that the love released on this planet had reached a critical mass that allowed the mighty Elohim to breathe Mother Earth and all life evolving upon her into the first embrace of our new solar reality. As we ascend through the shift of the ages, the next step in our evolutionary process, all creation moves forward to the next level, and the earth is becoming a sun, and our frequencies are shifting to bring us to that point. What we are being asked to do today is to realize that there is a process now that we need to consciously be aware of, a holy breath and a step of the holy breath that will allow us to sustain Mother Earth in her new solar frequency. And there are a few steps to this holy breath. And initially, it sounds a little bit complicated, but it's really very simple. And once we remember it and align with it, then we can turn it over to the full command of our I Am Presence, our silent watcher who holds the immaculate concept, the divine potential for each and every one of us, and our fifth dimensional body elemental, so that then as we connect with it in the morning with a few breaths, we can be about our day, and through our divine intention, our I Am Presence will just take that over and sustain it with every breath. I want to say just for a few minutes what that breath is and describe it. We have a beautiful video that is going to play as the final activity this morning. And as the video plays and we go through those steps, it is being encoded as the template in our earthly bodies as our new breathing momentum for our holy breath from the heart of God. And so when we watch the video or listen to the video, know that this process is taking place. But I want to describe it a little bit so it can be explained to each of us so that we can understand it. The first step is that we envision our crystalline solar light bodies pulsating in the center of Mother Earth's newly ascended heart flame, which has now ascended into her solar reality. There's a magnificent crystalline lotus blossom, and we are sitting in the lotus blossom, pulsating through our threefold flame. And as we breathe in through this threefold flame, we breathe in, and as we're breathing in, that light and breath ascends into our brain structures, activating all of the spiritual centers. The breath instantly passes through our fully opened crown chakra. We talk about the speed of light and the speed of sound, and we think of everything taking time and space. But the beings of light want us to understand now, at this stage of our evolution, is that consciousness is instantaneous. So when we breathe in this holy breath, and in our consciousness it ascends into our brain and activates our spiritual brain centers. It passes through our crown chakra, instantaneously through all time frames and dimensions, through all the portals of suns beyond suns, into the very heart of our Father, Mother God. And when we reach the pinnacle of that in-breath, instantaneously we absorb in that silent moment of the moment before we begin the out-breath, that instant of the higher in-breath. We absorb all of the divine potential in the heart of our Father, Mother God. Then on the out-breath, we bring that total momentum of divine light down through the solar logos and gathering additional solar light codes through all time frames and dimensions, through our crown chakra, into our heart flame. Then we continue the out-breath, and through our heart chakra, it expands from the heart of Mother Earth, blazing like a magnificent starburst of light, out through Mother Earth's crystal grid system, blazing in through and around every particle and wave of life on this planet, bathing this earth in the light of our Father, Mother God. Now, the additional steps of that are all unified into our ability. The light, when I finish describing this, is then blazing through the earth in this process. And it is that light that is holding and sustaining through the divine intelligence and the sacred frequencies of our holy breath, this blessed planet and all her life in the fifth dimensional solar frequencies that Mother Earth and all of us are now abiding in. And we do it through the unification of all life. So the second step of this process is that we say, I am my I am presence, and I am one with the I am presence of all humanity. Instantaneously, our I am presence connects with the I am presence, and every person's I am presence stands in readiness, knowing that the light of God is being invoked on their behalf. And then every I am presence merges into a magnificent collective being of light. And this enormous being of light, comprised of every person's I am presence, is cradling Mother Earth and our crystalline solar light body within its heart flame. So that the threefold flame in our unified collective I am presence is embracing the earth and the crystalline solar light body of each of us individually. Once that part of the process is complete, and this is a permanent template that we are establishing today, so you're not going to have to build this momentum every day. The highest aspect of our individual, magnificent, multidimensional I am presence, individually, we visualize our I am presence expanding from the collective I am presence, this individual luminous being of light that is our individual I am presence. And this magnificent being of light expands until it envelops the magnificent collective I am presence of all humanity. And it is so enormous that that collective I am presence of all humanity is held within its heart flame. And then the earth and our crystalline solar light bodies are still pulsating in the heart flame of the collective I am presence. And our individual crystalline bodies still have that heart flame. So on the breath, what occurs is that the threefold flame in our crystalline solar light bodies, on the in-breath, the threefold flame in our collective I am presence, and the threefold flame in the luminous individual I am presence of each one of us merge into one magnificent threefold flame that envelops this entire vision and force field of light. So that from that moment, once that is created, which we are doing today, with every in-breath, we are breathing through the merged threefold flame. The light is ascending into our brain structure and the brain structure of the collective I am presence and the brain structure of our luminous being. Through our crown chakra, instantaneously, that tremendous shaft of light passing through all time frames and dimensions, through solar suns beyond suns, into the heart of God, absorbing all that light instantly, and on the out-breath, descending back through all the solar logos, through the time frames and dimensions, through the crown chakra of our luminous I am presence. And this is occurring instantaneously with our out-breath. the crown chakra of our luminous I Am presence, the crown chakra of our collective I Am presence, the crown chakra of our crystalline solar light bodies, through our heart chakra, flooding the earth. And that is occurring with every in-breath and every out-breath that we take. This is the light that is sustaining Mother Earth in her new solar reality, and it will build in momentum. But the holy breath is the light of God that connects us directly to Source. And this frequency that is coming through is going to allow us to create the foundation of comprehensive divine love in the physical plane that will sustain the latent abilities that we are now going to be activating within our fifth dimensional crystalline 12 solar strands of DNA. Those latent abilities contain every viable solution for all of the maladies existing on Earth. For us to be able to activate those latent abilities, we first have to create the template and the divine momentum of our holy breath, which we will do now through this beautiful video by our beloved Adi. Due to the shifts of energy, vibration, and consciousness that Mother Earth and all life evolving upon her have recently experienced through the unified efforts of the I Am presence of every man, woman, and child on Earth, and the beings of light in the realms of illumined truth, the heavens are rejoicing. Day by day, as billions of sons and daughters of God around the world focused on adding their love and light to the world in myriad ways through their everyday life experiences, Mother Earth reached a critical mass of comprehensive divine love. That event created an unstoppable shift that allowed the mighty Elohim to inbreathe Mother Earth and all life evolving upon her a quantum leap up the bridge to freedom, which is the mighty shaft of light that unites heaven and earth. His cosmic in-breath breathed Mother Earth into the initial frequencies of her brand new solar reality. The company of heaven has revealed that the success of this phase of Mother Earth's ascension process changed the course of history for this blessed planet. Our Father, Mother God have acknowledged that the magnitude of just what this means for each of us and our ascension process is truly beyond the comprehension of our finite minds at this moment. However, we are being assured that this lack of comprehension is a temporary situation that is being remedied moment by moment as our I Am presence translates into our conscious minds the new solar light codes we are now receiving. I know that from outer appearances this seems impossible, but our Father, Mother God, and the company of heaven have confirmed that it is true. In order to help humanity comprehend that truth, the beings of light are reminding us, as they have many times, that the unawakened souls who are committed to wreaking havoc on Earth and are desperately trying to block Earth's ascension process, involve a minuscule fraction of the 8 billion people embodied on Earth at this time. Dear one, as you experience the following information, please ask your I Am Presence to help you comprehend the full magnitude of this celestial sharing through the flame of illumined truth in your heart. Our Father, Mother, God, and the company of heaven want us to know that the elevated shifts that have taken place within the prana and life force of humanity's newly balanced masculine and feminine holy breath is what allowed the miracle of Mother Earth's ascension into her new solar reality to be God victoriously accomplished. Now, it is this frequency of prana and life force within humanity's holy breath that will hold and sustain the presence of Mother Earth and all her life in the vibrational frequency of her new solar reality. Remember, our holy breath is our direct connection to the source of all that is, our Father, Mother, God, the cosmic I Am. For this reason, our beloved godparents are now breathing a higher level of divine intelligence through the prana and life force in every holy breath we take. The divine intent of this assistance is to help each and every one of us stretch our consciousness into higher and higher levels of divine perception and comprehension, so that we will fully understand on a conscious level the guidance we are being intuitively given now that will help us to sustain Mother Earth in her new solar reality. The beings of light have given us a powerful visualization that will assist us in comprehending what is occurring now through our holy breath in this new solar reality. Initially, this visualization may seem complicated, but with a little practice, you will become familiar with it step by step. Once you are familiar with what is occurring with every in-breath and out-breath, you can just breathe normally and ask your I Am Presence to take over the multidimensional control of this breathing process. As you focus on this visualization, know this is both a wondrous opportunity and a tremendous responsibility that we are being trusted with by our Father, Mother, God. This gift from on high is stated in the first person so that each of us will know that every word is referring to us personally and collectively. And we begin. I am the holy breath of God, sustaining Mother Earth in her new solar reality. I am my I Am Presence, and I am one with my Father, Mother, God. My fifth dimensional crystalline solar light bodies are pulsating within the scintillating flame of the Immaculate Concept that is blazing in the crystalline lotus blossom in the newly ascended heart of Mother Earth. My I Am presence is also one with the I Am presence of every man, woman, and child on earth. Collectively, humanity's I Am presences now merge into one luminous I Am presence with one unified heart flame. Humanity's collective I Am presence is cradling Mother Earth and my fifth dimensional crystalline solar light bodies within humanity's unified heart flame. Now, my individual I Am presence begins to expand and expand into a luminous being of light that is enveloping the collective I Am presence of all humanity, Mother Earth, and my fifth dimensional crystalline solar light bodies within its greatly expanded, immortal, victorious, threefold heart flame. As I observe this unfolding activity of light, the heart flame in my fifth dimensional crystalline solar light bodies pulsating in the center of the earth, the unified heart flame in the collective I Am presence of all humanity, and the greatly expanded heart flame in my luminous I Am presence, all three merge into one glorious, immortal, victorious, threefold flame. Now, with every holy breath I take, this trinity of God's infinite light is bathing Mother Earth and sustaining her in the vibrational frequencies of her new solar reality. I now observe what is occurring with every in-breath and out-breath I take. Once I am familiar with this process, I will breathe normally, knowing that my I Am presence has taken command of my holy breath and will direct this living, breathing activity of light automatically with every breath I take throughout my day. Now, as I begin observing my holy breath, I am consciously aware that humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth are breathing in unison with me. And I affirm, I am inbreathing through my newly merged, immortal, victorious threefold heart flame, the highest frequencies of God's divinely intelligent prana and life force that I am capable of assimilating. This holy breath ascends into my spiritual brain centers and my physical brain structure, restoring, renewing, and resurrecting every facet of my brain to its full divine potential. My holy in-breath now passes through the fully opened crown chakras in my fifth dimensional solar light bodies, humanity's collective I Am presence, and my greatly expanded, luminous I Am presence as it ascends into the very heart of God. Instantaneously, my in-breath enters the heart of God and absorbs the infinite light that is pulsating there. Now, on my out-breath, this infinite light descends back through my fully opened crown chakras into my newly merged threefold heart flame. As I continue my out-breath, this infinite light from the heart of God flows out through my heart chakra into Mother Earth's crystal grid system of comprehensive divine love, blessing every facet of life belonging to or serving Mother Earth. I am now consciously aware that with every in-breath and out-breath, my Father, Mother God's infinite light is flowing through my heart flame into Mother Earth's crystal grid system of comprehensive divine love, thus creating the foundation that will sustain the tangible manifestation of the patterns of perfection for Mother Earth's new solar reality. As I affirm my divine intention for this living, breathing activity of life with every breath I take, my I Am presence takes command of my holy breath and consecrates my thoughts, feelings, words, and actions with loving gratitude for my gift of life and the selfless service my Father, Mother God, and the legions of light serving the evolutions of Earth are rendering to humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth in her new solar reality. And so it is, beloved I am. Beloved I am. Beloved, I am that I am.